Go on, Betty.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Top Bins Football Corner. Yeah, I've just forgotten.
This is why we give Benny the intros.
This is Top Bins Football.
Hi.
Yeah, welcome to the live, everybody. This is our coming week, match week of, what is it, 24?
25.
25?
25 preview. Talking about the games that are coming up this weekend. We'll talk about the Europa League results, the midweek Premier League results, and the Champions League results through the week. And predict what we think is going to happen at the weekend.
Yeah, what are we thinking, lads?
So first of all, I want to speak about the Champions League. Liverpool-Leipzig. Azza, I bet you're happy with that.
Yeah, we played... I don't understand us, because we played very, very, very well.
Played cracking.
We played very well. But I don't understand, because why can't we do that in the league? I'm so confused. But yeah, fucking solid performance. We controlled the game. We looked really good.
Leipzig aren't no mugs either.
No, exactly. No. I don't know if anyone else watched the game, but we literally... Yeah, we looked pretty much faultless, to be quite honest with you. Which is weird, because on the form we're on at the minute, it's I just don't understand why we can't convert that form into the league, but I guess we'll see in the Merseyside derby this weekend.
Yeah.
Steve just put, we learned how to play football, lads. Steve just commented.
The Wolves Leeds teams up. Do we want to go through that?
Yeah, let's quickly go through that before we do anything else.
So the Wolves team is Patricio, Semedo, Johnny, Cody, Saiss, Dendonka, Moutinho, Neves, Neto, Traore, and Jose.
They're a solid team.
Yeah. How long's Saiss been back? Is that his first game back? Because he was injured, wasn't
Or was he back?
No, I don't know.
Might have been last week.
I know Semedo's been out for quite a while, hasn't he?
I don't think
he
so.
was injured for a little bit.
No. Yeah.
I don't think he was.
Yeah.
I don't think he's played this year.
What about Leeds, Benny?
I don't know. I can't remember. Leeds. Meslier, Ayling, Struge. Oh, this is awful. Cooper, Dallas, Click, Shackleton, Roberts, Rafinha, Harrison, and Bamford.
Yeah, it's a standard team.
Standard Leeds team. Yeah.
I'm hoping for a cracking week from Bamford, because he's got a double game week. I captained him on fantasy, so...
Yeah, it's the best thing to do.
Oh, I forgot to change my captain.
He had a bad week. Well, he didn't have a bad
I
week.
think it's still Diaz.
He didn't get a goal. But he's desperate to get in the England squad. He's been in the news all week.
Yeah.
About how he hasn't really been given a chance because he's a posh lad.
I think he deserves to be in there.
I think there was he released a statement about when he was under Dyche, when he was on a loan spell. And Dyche fucking said he was born with a silver spoon in his mouth and all this, and said, used that against him as to why he wasn't playing as much.
Yeah, he said you haven't had to work for it because your parents are posh and stuff. So
yeah,
there's no such thing in football of my parents. Do you know when you make it in football because your parents, as if your parents were footballers?
Yeah.
It's not because your parents were posh. We might have never ever seen people like Frank Lampard because his dad was, even though Frank Lampard's one of the greatest British players of all time.
Yeah.
We might not have ever seen him because his dad wasn't involved or his uncle. But then people like Bamford weren't brought up around the sport. I think it's a bit harsh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is indeed.
But I hope he gives a good week because I like him as well.
Yeah, I do like him. I think he's very good as well.
Yeah. I hope he puts.
Also, since our Eurovision,
the song contest, yeah.
Yeah.
I meant to say since our since we released our video on the Euros. I'm having a nightmare. Have you seen Tavernier and Matty Cash are now injured?
Oh, really?
I think we just have a bad...
it's something about our podcast, isn't it? Like when we said Pepe was shit, he's now good.
Yeah, we say players are shit, they turn good. When we say players are good, they get injured.
Yeah, it's just classic, this makes sure that Trent's making the squad.
What do you reckon? It's fixed,
yeah,
so Trent has to play.
I don't know what happened with...
there's no excuse, is it? If Trent made it, we could all kick off. He don't deserve it, blah, 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 blah.
But now he has to.
Now he has to be in it, and you're like, well...
Well, Cash is only out for Cash is out for 4 weeks, and Tavernier, it could be days, it could be like weeks or months.
Yeah,
they're not sure.
This stage of the league, you now miss it 4 opportunities of impressing Southgate.
Yeah.
And you never come back from an injury, from 4-week injury, and you're never 100% straight away because you haven't trained in 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So a 4-week injury is essentially 8 weeks out of 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Another thing to happen today. Ryan Shawcross left Stoke
after a long time.
14 years.
Christ.
14 years he spent at the club, and he is rumoured to be going into Miami.
It's official.
Is it official?
Official, yeah. It hasn't been given a shirt number, but he's definitely there.
Gone to America to die.
Yeah, but they're just going to make a team of legends, like old legends of the game.
Just like people that can run a fucking football field. Ryan Shawcross will go to play centre back in the MLS, and just you have no issue.
Yeah,
but they aren't ready for us. They don't know how physical he is. He's a very dangerous centre back. These American strikers have no chance against him. They have 0 chance.
Yeah.
Agreed.
The other Champions League fixture, Psg Barcelona.
What game? Great game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Told you PSG would win, didn't we? Me and Louis predicted that.
You lot called it, to be fair.
Cal saying, I told you PSG win. That's not hard. Barcelona are like the worst form they've ever been.
Yeah, but you said PSG win as well, didn't you, Louis?
Yeah, I think I was the only one that said Barca win.
I think Benny did as well.
I put Barca to win. I put Barca to win in my accumulator.
To me, lads, they haven't been in form for about fucking 2 years.
PSG
are one of the best in the world.
But it's like they didn't have Neymar. There was no Di Maria.
But it's still
it was at the new camp though. It was just like certain things that it could have gone either way, and I thought it would be closer than what it actually was.
Absolute masterclass.
Yeah, just an Mbappe, Mbappe's ridiculous.
Yeah,
he's mental.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was just like showing you this is what you could have had, boys.
Yeah.
The Juventus Porto game, was that this week?
It was, yeah.
I didn't expect that result.
To the Liverpool game. I think Curtis Jones was man of the match for us because he ran his socks off. I wanted to pop back to the Liverpool game quickly because we got interrupted. I think Curtis Jones ran his socks off.
Yeah,
he was probably
doing bits. That boy.
Yeah, he's doing really well. But yeah, Porto Juventus. I really did not expect Porto to win
because they scored 68 seconds into the first half and 19 seconds into the second half or something.
Yeah, it was mental.
Yeah,
mad.
And then Ronaldo kind of carried the team back, and it was a clear pen, absolute stonewall pen in the late minutes.
I don't know if it was.
Yeah, 100%.
I think he was already on his way down, to be honest.
Doesn't matter. It's still a foul.
Is it though?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well,
I haven't seen it.
If it was against United, it's the biggest pen in the world. If it was against Liverpool, it's the biggest pen. If it's against Villa, if it was our teams, it's the biggest.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
100%. Have a look at it, Benny, and tell me it's not a pen, and I'll tell you you're stupid.
I think
you can see arguments on both sides.
They grabbed a crucial away goal though, so I think they'll be fine because they'll smash them. They'll smash them at home.
Yeah.
So yeah, but unexpected result, but fair play Porto.
Yeah.
What other Champions League games were there?
Sevilla, Dortmund.
Sevilla, Dortmund.
3-2 Dortmund.
Yeah.
Big up. Haaland. Bagged himself.
Sevilla went.
There was a controversial.
Yeah, Sevilla went 1-0 up.
Can't wait to get my 60 quid.
Controversial goal. Oh, you're so
Was there?
No, there wasn't no deal for us. It was a deal just for you.
Yeah, there wasn't a reverse.
Oh, okay.
No reverse.
He
said if Haaland joins United, if Haaland doesn't join United, he's going to give me, Steve, and Aaron 20 quid each. And then there was no return. No.
All right, fair enough.
He won't join United. Are you serious?
And he said in this summer transfer window.
Yeah, this summer.
Easy money, Benny. Easy money.
Aren't you still actually? I'm not gonna go for that. Anyway,
there's a controversial goal. He scored a very controversial goal.
Who did?
Haaland.
All right.
Because someone went down, and then the Sevilla didn't kick it out, And then when Dortmund won the ball back.
Oh yeah.
He then went on and then scored, and it's like they start kicking off, and it was like, well, Sevilla could have kicked it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw his goal with the Sancho assist, and the quickness, like he got from his box to their box in about 5 seconds. It was mental.
It's incredible.
What a good goal.
Does it look faster because it's against Sevilla though?
Well, potentially, but he did.
But Sevilla aren't a bad team, are they?
No, but they're not known for their explosiveness. Like,
no.
Grinding out results.
They're more the Europa League winning team, aren't they? Not a Champions League.
They're currently fourth in the La Liga at the moment.
3 away goals and the home leg to come. They're going to. Borussia Dortmund should walk that.
Yeah, they should walk it.
Yeah.
Whatever was their Champions League.
Was there any other games, or
that
are we
was all
going
for
to
Champions? We can
Europa League.
Europa.
Can we mention Rangers game first?
I haven't seen this game.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
What happened?
Old Firm derby.
What a comeback!
Playing Celtic.
I know that you said there was 3 penalties, wasn't there?
3 penalties, 7 yellow cards, a red card.
Christ.
Yeah.
Rangers beat Antwerp 4-3.
Yeah.
And I think it was like a 90th. Was it a 90th minute penalty or something?
It was, yeah.
Close to, I think, yeah. So they got the first goal was a pen. The second goal for Antwerp was a pen, and their winner was a pen.
Yeah, and their pen was in the 90th minute, and they had to hold that out till the 90 plus 8 is what the game. Everyone just ended up. So yeah,
good result for Rangers.
Wasn't that Morales who got sent off as well? I didn't get booked, which is strange.
Yeah, for a game that you hear yellow cards and red cards, and you hear Rangers, you think he's a shoe-in.
Yeah, he backed himself to assist Morales as well.
Yeah, another game that like Ajax, no Haller, no Onana, they beat Lille 2-1. Yeah. To think their keeper now is Stecklenburg, who was third choice at Southampton.
Yeah,
literally 3 seasons ago.
No Onana.
Mental. No Onana.
Too much doping.
Slavia Prague, Leicester 0-0.
Yeah, I'm surprised at that result.
Yeah, Leicester should be walking teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was very surprised when I saw that.
Maybe they're not trying because they can focus on the Prem.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because they're
Benfica, Arsenal.
Yeah, 1-1. The Saka goal was questionable whether it should have stood or not, but it did.
I didn't see it.
I think there was an offside. And yeah, it was a pretty clear penalty for Benfica. But I reckon Arsenal in the home leg, they'll take that. They shouldn't really struggle with that.
So there weren't many really shocking results, I don't think.
Granada beating Napoli 2-0.
I think the United result is shocking, but it's fair that United won.
We played fucking well.
Yeah, but like you'd never write they're gonna fucking smash them like that.
Oh no, definitely not.
I think maybe Young Boys beating Bayer Leverkusen 4-3 is a bit of a shock.
Yeah. And Granada beating Napoli as well.
Yeah.
And AC Milan drawing to whoever the fuck they played.
FKCZ.
We had the Tottenham game 4-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was expected.
Yeah.
Even though Tottenham are out, they can still show up. You know what I mean? They still
Vinicius only shows up against teams like that.
Yeah, he only shows up against shit because he is a pile of shit.
So, shall we break down the United game a little bit?
I'd love to.
I know you would.
Yes, it was offside, Benny.
Okay, good. That's what I wanted to hear.
Yes, it was offside, but I'm not complaining.
All
right, there you go.
Ready for this argument, and it didn't happen.
No, it was offside, but if the ref gives it, then I'm not going to complain, am I?
But the thing is, it went to VAR.
I know.
We were praising the other week how VAR in different leagues and Europa and Champions League was good.
Yeah, I agree.
But now Aaron said there was a controversial goal for Arsenal. There's a controversial goal for United.
But only controversial goals were in games with English teams in.
Yeah.
Well, it might not have been, but we only pay attention to those ones really. But yeah,
well, it wasn't in the Rangers really. It was pretty fair with the VAR. But like,
fucking Dan James, it actually looked good for once.
First half, he was okay, just more what you'd expect from his position. But then second half, he showed up better. First half, he didn't play as well.
He's never gonna get like any praise when Bruno plays okay. Like, you know what I mean? Bruno plays above average. Bruno's the best fucking thing ever invented.
Yeah.
Like,
thing is with Dan James, I think
Bruno scored an offside goal, and then a decent goal. So it's like
the offside goal was still decent.
Yeah, but it shouldn't count.
No,
so
I know.
it's like,
still lovely though.
And then his other goal was like that's decent, and then it's like, but it's not decent really, was it? It was like a defending mistake.
My favourite part of that whole game was the ball from Fred to Rashford for that third goal. Incredible.
Honestly, mate.
Incredible. I didn't mention Bruno, did I?
Something good recently. I think Bruno's going to start rubbing his teammates up the wrong way. We've heard he's a bit of a prick. Whenever he if someone else scores and he could have scored, he's like, well, why didn't you pass?
Did you see him shouting at Mason Greenwood when he had a shot?
Yeah.
He's like, Mace. Yeah,
it's like
Mason's like, fuck off, I'm going for one.
In his thing afterwards, he said,
what
was it? I sent it to you. It was about Dan James. He was like, I'll give him the assist. We all know he was trying to keep it under control though, and shoot himself or something.
Yeah, he wanted the goal, but he had to pass to me, so I let him have the assist. So you don't have any say in that. Like the week before against West Ham, the ball was going to him, even though he was marked out. Scott McTominay scores, and then he moaned at Scott McTominay for not letting Bruno score.
Yeah. He's going to start rubbing people up the wrong way, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's class, right? But I think he gets gassed up way too much. Like in this match, mate, he scored an offside goal and a defender mistake. Yet he's the greatest thing that's ever played in Europe.
Yeah, I hate the way how pundits will praise him when it's like, hang on a minute, there's other people in that game that were better.
Because he's a United player.
Yeah.
I don't think the media or the fans help really, because they call him the next best thing since sliced bread, and it builds up his ego. I think he's taken that ego onto the pitch of him and thinks he's the best and doesn't really.
It's like sometimes
I do it all.
Sometimes after a United game on the Premier League app, you get your Budweiser King of the Match. 9 times out of 10, when United player pop up, Bruno Fernandes has got King of the Match. You're like, how the fuck has he just got King of the Match? There's no way he was the best player on that pitch yet. No, people just love to praise him.
And there's players like McTominay who are the best player in your club.
Yeah, I agree.
Like proper leader, proper workhorse, gets overlooked because Bruno plays above average every week.
Yeah,
he's not world class every week. He doesn't turn up to big games.
No.
Like,
don't get me wrong. I love him.
Against Liverpool, and it was that free kick.
I love him, and he's had a big impact on the team. But I think he gets overpraised, overly praised.
They'll either ruin him or make him incredible.
And coming from me, that boys, I bet you're surprised by that.
A little bit.
You'll get lambasted if you disagreed with us.
True. I want to keep my head this evening. Okay, so yeah, Europa League. We kind of covered that, haven't we? So should we go on to predicting the weekend's games? Starting with tonight, Wolves Leeds. We've just gone over the lineups. What do you reckon, boys?
I think I've gone for a Leeds win.
Yeah, I think I put 3-2 Leeds.
I think I put the same.
But like, Wolves can't score. Like, they haven't got a great strike force.
But then Leeds are leaky.
Yeah, I was going to say even the worst teams can score against Leeds. They score a lot, but they also concede a lot.
West Brom, they won 5-0 and beat Fulham 4-0.
Yeah, there's those off days where they do keep a clean sheet.
Wolves are slightly better than those two, though.
Yeah, but they haven't got a striker.
Yeah, but they've not had a striker for a while, and they still managed to net a couple.
Yeah, but they're not going to score more than one. I put 3-0, and I don't know why.
I put 2-1.
I'm going to check
because
that's a realistic score. 2-1.
Yeah, I put 3-2 Leeds. I think they're going to score a few.
That's the wrong group chat.
This is the first game I've predicted Leeds will win.
I put 3-2
really?
Leeds.
Ever.
That's mental.
Yeah, the whole season.
Even when they play, I haven't kept it up though. I think I've put their draw against Southampton.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Well,
you put
I put they win both this and that one against Southampton.
3-0, 3-1. Yeah.
Yeah, I did 3-2, 3-1. Leeds both times.
Yeah.
Chambers put City to lose.
Hey, I saw that.
Oh, this is hilarious.
Why would you make predictions? Why would you put
And
predictions
United
like that
scored 5.
when
I
you're
reckon
bottom?
he did it on accident, and then it's like, oh, fuck it.
Fuck it.
You watch it all come in.
So for the people who don't know Chamber famously put Sheffield to win every week, and because he said soon enough they will do it, and then changed his mind on the week they won.
Against United.
Nah, they won't do it.
Yeah, United will beat Sheffield. He was gutted, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was indeed.
Yeah, Wolves Leeds.
He's also put Southampton to draw 2-2.
With Chelsea, yeah, I saw that.
A team that haven't conceded. Well, they've conceded 1 goal, and it was a rogue own goal.
Yeah, I can't see that happening.
They're not scoring in that game.
Well, speaking of Southampton Chelsea, that's the next game to talk about.
Yeah, I can't remember what I read.
I think I put 3-0 Chelsea.
I went 2-0 Chelsea, so did Louis.
I went 2-0 as well.
Thank you. So I don't have to look at my phone.
Yeah, I think
so.
it's got to
I
be
think
Chelsea win.
because maybe that Chelsea just seem to be playing better under
Tuchel.
him.
Is that the new manager effect though?
He's just but I just think he's a real football head. Like,
well, yeah, it's
I
finally
completely
a manager of the experience, isn't there?
yeah. But you say experience. He was very successful at PSG, but that's not hard to be.
Okay, well, more experience than Lampard.
We could
Sorry,
all win
I want to just say something
win
about the
titles.
Barcelona. Have you seen the quote of Ronald Koeman when he was manager of? I think it might have been when he was Southampton. Can't remember. He said, "It's not hard to win when you have Messi in your team."
Messi doesn't play, does he?
Werner with 2 goals. Chelsea win 2-0 from Steve.
Yeah, maybe Werner will wake up now. He's got another goal, ended his drought.
It's the same.
Yeah.
But they're playing. He's playing him in a different position, though, isn't he? Is he more like on the left, isn't he?
He's playing him on the left, and he's actually performing.
Yeah.
He's not.
He did well.
But
He did well. What was the game they just played? Who did they just play?
Top Bins football knowledge.
Newcastle.
That was
Newcastle. Yeah, 2-0.
Yeah. Have you seen? Yeah. Yeah. I was watching the game, and
What are you saying?
have you seen? He gets a. What?
Every time you move your whole butt.
It's because you've got a laptop on your desk, so it's like wobbling.
No, not you.
Yeah, it's because it's. And I move a lot. Anyway, he gets like caught in the face, and his lip starts bleeding, so he goes off, and then his knowledge then on where to go when he comes back on and what to do, he gets that goal without actually scoring.
So
You know what I mean?
Making chances, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He plays idea football like Thiago.
Idea chances.
But as a striker, making chances is a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, I think Chelsea will walk it.
I think Werner now, he might have a bit more confidence. I hope he does well.
Yeah, I want him to do well.
I reckon he will. I reckon he'll start bagging them now. Even if he bags 1 this weekend, that'll be the start. Like he'll have had 2 in the last 2 games, and then he'll be like, right,
Yeah.
get me confidence
Finish the
back.
season well.
It wasn't a hard goal. It was just like right place, right time. But that's also a skill when you're up front. So
Yeah.
But he's had a lot of that. He's had a lot of right place, right time, but missed them.
Yeah,
But,
he's
like, to
missed
get in that
sitters,
to
isn't
get in that position is like half the job.
That's the hardest bit.
The majority of the job.
That's what Steve exactly what Steve said, and Steve's backed him from the word go. Like he will turn out, and I think he will now. I didn't believe it, but I hope differently.
I really want to see Havertz flourish as well because he was class in Germany.
He was my pick for the best signing of the summer. Like this kid's fucking mustard.
Yeah.
And he turns up and goes, oh fucks.
But hopefully Tuchel can bring him out of his shell and bring him back up to the levels he was.
Just takes time to gel, doesn't it?
Tuchel.
Hey.
But
Anyways, get away from Chelsea in that pub.
Burnley, West Brom.
Well, I tell you what, boys. Before we carry on, this is a big weekend of football.
Yeah.
There's some crackers this weekend.
Low scoring game in my.
I love the way you chose to say that after the Burnley West Ham.
West Brom.
But that's
Burnley West Brom.
that's a relegation battle.
It's a relegation battle, kind of.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Well, they've also got Fulham Sheffield this weekend, which is a relegation battle.
But they are the two scoring teams. Like they are the worst strike force teams in the league, both of them. But then
I have gone for Burnley to win 2-1.
I've gone 1-0.
I've gone 2-0 Burnley.
I went.
Because they're quite good defensively when they want to be.
But Burnley don't score much, but then they are playing the worst defensive team in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ashley Barnes good.
He got a goal, didn't
out
he?
With the 3-0 the other week, didn't they? So
Against Palace, yeah.
If they get an early goal, then they're set because they'll just play dodgeball.
Yeah.
Wow, did you see that video on TikTok of dodgeball?
Yeah.
I feel like I should get TikTok.
Defending, and it just like on FIFA, and then someone takes a shot, it hits the defender's knee, and then goes all the way up top to the furthest man forward.
Yeah.
Read that.
But yeah, I don't think it's going to be a very entertaining game. However, 2-0 Burnley, I think.
Yeah. Well, I've gone 2-1. I think Sheffield.
It's going to be one of those games where it's either going to be really, really boring.
Sheffield, Penny, are you good?
I'm not good. I think West Brom will score. They've looked better. They've looked better since the transfer.
Teams playing this now: West Ham, West Brom,
and Sheffield.
It's because he's missed a live stream, and he's out of the flow. Benny's always out of sync, live stream or not.
Yeah, true.
When we do more podcast episodes, let me just tell everyone that Cal cuts most of this.
Oh, mate, you should honestly when you get a podcast sent to you and Benny's in it, which is pretty much all of them.
I can't remember what one we did. What one did you edit with me?
Top transfers, was it?
Yeah, and it was just like he just showed me the Benny's bit, and it was just like chop.
Well, I showed Louis the video before it was cut, and I went, look at this, look how long it is. It was like 50 minutes, like an hour long. And then by the time I cut it, I cut like 20 minutes of Ben out.
It took him 30 minutes. He was 9 minutes into the video.
Yeah, it was an absolute nightmare.
Fucking it.
It was when we did that the other channel, the CTG.
Yeah.
And I did one episode of Football Manager, and Cal said, "I'm never editing for you again."
And here we are.
Welcome to the football bollocks.
I'm so upset that your mic cut out when you said that because it was so ready for Benny bloopers.
That video is going to be a feature-length thing by the sounds of it.
He started it the other day.
Just half an hour of Benny.
I've started it.
He started it the other day. It was just like.
But then it's hard because Benny's like in every video near enough, so you have to go through every single video to find the bits. So I need people to timestamp. Like, and I can just be like, right, but nah, that's effort. Whereas Dan was only in 2 when I did Dan's best moments, so it was a piece of piss.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So I should get 7 minutes out of him.
Anyway. Liverpool-Everton, Merseyside derby.
Big game.
And we are going to be doing a watch-along of this live.
I don't know what I was thinking.
Oh, here we go.
Actually, no, I'm backing my result. 3-1 Everton.
Okay.
Oh, that's fair. Like, because I was going to write that or close 3-1, 3-2, and I thought, I think it's safer going for 2-2. Do you know, you should never write a draw in our predictions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought 2-2, like a draw is safe.
I've got 1-0.
I put 3-2 Liverpool because I'm filled with confidence after that performance in Europe. So,
but isn't there more injuries since?
Davies is out.
Steve, who's on the live watch through? It's currently Benny, Louis, and Aaron.
If he wants in.
If you want in, mate.
I think there's been more injuries since, Aaron.
Really?
What, since Tuesday?
Not what I've heard. We'll see.
Say this though, Benny.
When did Might be talking rubbish.
Fabinho's already injured.
Fab's already injured.
Yeah,
Last
Fab's
week,
already injured.
before he was like, "Oh, McAllister's out, Lamptey's out." So he did like all the Brighton players that are out, and then they all played.
Yeah, McAllister was back, wasn't he?
The only thing that worries me is the fact that Calvert-Lewin's going to be playing and Allen's back as well. So
Field is getting squashed if Allen's there.
Allen's back, yeah.
Steve just put 1999 since Everton last won at Anfield in the league.
Hey, do you want to do the live?
2021. That needs to be updated.
yeah, I don't like those records because we've had loads of records squashed already this year. So.
Yeah, like Burnley beating you at Anfield after 4 years.
I think a draw is fine.
Yeah, you take a draw.
But I take confidence from our European performance, and I think
if you go out performing like you did in the Champions League, you'll be fine.
we'll win it. Yeah.
But then it's so hard. It's so hard to predict Liverpool at the minute because you don't know if they're going to come out. You know, like last season, you knew they were going to perform, but this season, it's like, don't know.
Are they going to turn back up? Because they've just played incredible in the week.
I hope so. I really hope.
Shit at the weekend, and then like very good in the week. Are they going to come back mediocre, or we don't know who's going to turn up?
Yeah, I mean, Liverpool of last year, as Cal said, we were consistently good. This year, it's anyone's guess. But I take confidence from our performance, and hopefully the players will do too.
I'll be honest, I don't think Thiago's helped.
I don't rate him at all.
No worries, Steve, mate. We'll message you about recording the Rando 11.
Yeah, we'll do that soon.
Yeah, I don't think Thiago's helped at all.
I don't rate him at all. No.
I rate him highly.
No, not in that team. Not in that team.
I think he's changed the way we play because
for wrong reasons.
Yeah, but I think if we can mix and match and play a bit of both, depending on what's required on the day, so like what team we're facing, if we need to counter-attack, we play counter-attack football, or if we can pass it around and use him as his creativity, slowing the play down a little bit. If we can interchange between the two and make them work, then it'll be beautiful. But
I've been doing that.
I know, yeah.
That makes sense if he's on the pitch some games, off the pitch forever.
Yeah, this is what I mean.
But it's like it's everything's played through him. You want a league on fast breaking explosive football. You want a Champions League on fast break explosive football. You buy him who slows everything down, everyone catches up with the ball. That play works really well in Spain, Germany, Italy, and mid-table. But it doesn't work. Or a different club. At Man City, he'd be class because he'd be stood next to De Bruyne, or even United, he'd be instead of like Fred, because then he fits in that style. But he doesn't fit in Liverpool play.
I think it will come to eventually. I just think we need to work it out a little bit. But
this is where I think Liverpool have changed.
He's been there a year, and you haven't worked it out.
No, he's not though, because he's been injured quite a lot. And
it doesn't matter. But it doesn't matter. But then, when he wasn't there, you still slowed the game down to fit him. You were building it around him.
If your centre backs were fit and Jordan Henderson and Fabinho didn't have to drop back into centre backs, he wouldn't be playing. No chance.
Well, he does, and it's the wrong decision.
Yeah, and then he gets less game time.
So I think this is where Liverpool have changed and why they're not doing as well. And I don't think it is because of Thiago. I don't think it's helped, but it's not because of Thiago. It's
that's not the sole reason.
No. But it's mainly on the loss of the centre-backs and Klopp not trusting his replacements.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
he's got a deep squad of these centre-backs, but then we'll play centre midfielders there.
Yeah. So last season, correct me if I'm wrong, Aaron, the defenders would play a lot higher up the pitch.
Yeah, because Gomez
and if Alisson had a goal kick, he'd put it to the midfield.
Yeah.
So this season they've changed it to the defenders to drop back and play it from the defence.
Yeah.
This is why Trent isn't looking as good this season is because he's not got, if he makes a mistake, he's not, because he's got pace, he's not got the time to get back to then make that tackle. It's also meaning
he's essentially playing out of position, but still in position.
Yeah.
If he lost the ball at the halfway line, he could catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's all at the 18-yard line.
Yeah,
So
but
it's sad
but
to
he
see.
can't this season because he's not got enough space to then catch if he loses the possession. It's also meaning that Gomez, Mane, Salah, Firmino, they're all coming deeper back to get the ball. They're not sitting on the shoulder of the defenders to then make the breakaway to then get the goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. You are right. Which is why I need to see, or I'd like to see Fab back, so then we have at least either Fab or Hendo back in the CDM position, so we can start playing a little bit more like old Liverpool.
I'm gutted that Van Dijk.
Sorry, Louis.
That doesn't change your high line. If they come in.
No. But I think having them back in their normal position, even Hendo, keep Fab back.
But that doesn't change. That doesn't change the issue. Them playing in centre mid does not change the issue. The issue still stays the same.
Yeah, but the issue that we were on about now, yes, but I think it improves us.
It doesn't, mate. It doesn't. Honestly,
I don't think so, because if you've got a stronger midfield, yes, your attackers will be able to stay further forward and maybe not drop back, but they're still not gonna. It's not gonna affect the problem of how deep the defence is lying, and then how much the midfield would have to move around and run to be able to make up that space and area.
Yeah.
The sooner we get both of them back in position, the better.
It's a shame that Van Dijk and Gomez are injured, because imagine.
Trust me, your defenders back in position is the issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not coming back this season, which is why I'm saying at least.
Then you got to write it off. You can't say, Fab and Hendo back in centre mid, because you're still going to be shit. Like it's not going to get any better this season. When Van Dijk and Gomez are back, then you start playing that high line again, explosive football, and you can recover. You've got that recovery speed. That's when it starts getting better. If Hendo and Fab back in position doesn't change a thing.
It does improve us. I'm sorry, it does. It does.
It really doesn't, mate. What does it change? Nothing. Because then you've got to drop Thiago, the best ball handler you've got. Yeah, he's slow, but he's better ball handler than both of them. They go in that position. You then have to change your way of playing again, but then you're still playing a real deep line. But it doesn't change anything, mate.
We'll see. Jota will be a big relief as well to be able to rest some of the front three. I completely agree.
Yeah, I rate Jota.
Jota's about 3 weeks off. I've seen that might be complete bullshit, but that's the report I've seen. 3-4 weeks and he'll be back.
Yeah, he won't be back 100% though, so he'll be leaked back into the
coming off the bench, super sub sort of thing to begin with. But I'm happy with that.
Could you imagine last year's Liverpool against this year's City? What a game that would be.
Oh, what a season it would have been.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gutted that Van Dijk and Gomez are out. You don't have your full strength, because that would be fucking hell of a battle.
We saw it the year before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was the best Prem ever.
Yeah.
Liverpool hitting 98 points and still not winning the league. We would have just got a repeat of that this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
But I
reckon
think
so.
this City is better.
So do I.
I do have a question I want to ask Cal.
Mm-hmm.
Are United better this season?
100%.
Yeah.
Would you say they're better, or would you say Liverpool have... Because you finished third last season, yeah?
Yeah.
Fourth, didn't you? No, you got fourth.
Third.
Fourth.
Third. So with Liverpool and City ahead of you.
Yeah.
Would you still be there if Liverpool... Would you be second if Liverpool were where they would be, where they should be?
No, not a chance.
But Leicester are better than they were last season tenfold. So
You can't say that. You can't say that, Benny. You can.
Well,
but
you can.
You can say that about anything.
Is United improving? It's,
You can say,
are you against?
You can say that about anything.
Team?
Oh, if Palace had a full squad, would they be where they are?
No,
Probably not.
There's one player.
Do you know what I mean? You can say that about anything.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But
As a team, I think we have improved. I'm not saying a lot. I'm not saying we're like title contenders, but I think we're slowly starting to see a vision. I think.
No, yeah, you 100% have.
We're starting to see Ollie's plan. I think.
If we take one player, for example, the Shaw of last season compared to the Shaw of this season, it's night and day. It's mental.
Yeah. I think.
So if you come second, but no trophies again, lose semi-finals again,
yeah,
Is that an improvement?
No.
Yeah, of course it is.
Well, it is in the logical sense because you're a position up than you were last season. So technically, yes. I know what you're saying, Benny. I know what you're saying.
I know what he's saying as well, because if Liverpool were as good as they were last season, United won't be second. They'll be fighting for third and fourth place with Leicester. But Leicester are 10 times better than they were last season.
Yeah.
So there is someone just as good, like, fighting with them.
And then you got to give credit to the Villas, the West Hams as well, because they're completely different to last season.
Back in that mix because they were really low down and now they're 5th or 4th.
Yeah, Arsenal coming into form as well. They're not gonna challenge, I don't believe, but
it's gonna be interesting end of the season, that's for sure.
Arsenal can challenge if everyone above them turns to shit. Like if Villa suddenly come out of form, West Ham form, Chelsea drop form, like that's when they start doing it. It's like you have Arsenal's season is relying on everyone else losing form. Like, you'd understand them counting on one team, but they're counting on 4 teams to drop form.
Arsenal could fall as far as 11th after this evening.
Yeah, well, because it's at them and Leeds.
What you got to remember, boys, is every single team has a bad spell.
Yeah.
Well,
everyone.
No, but not each season. Sometimes it doesn't.
No,
happen.
Sometimes, there's rare occasions where like Liverpool last season unbeaten and apart from Watford or whatever it was. There's a couple of games, weren't there? But you still had a good run. But this season, every team has had a bad spell, I think. Apart from West Ham. I can't think of West Ham having one. Villa.
Leicester are the only team to have been in the top 4 this whole season.
Yeah.
They've not dropped below 4th.
And you've got to remember, they had a game in hand most of the season. Mm-hmm. So it's like they stayed in 4th without a game on everyone else.
We did that as well. I think we were third for like a couple of games before we played our game in hand. But yeah, back to Benny's point, we have improved, but there's still major improvements that need to happen.
How good will next season be if everyone keeps their form they're on now, and like the big teams that are off form, like the Arsenals, Liverpool's, come into form as well?
People like me and Benny.
Yeah, I don't want that.
No, but like it would be probably the most like contested season there's been in a long time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
what you hope from this season, teams like Villa and West Ham doing really well, they attract some like
yeah.
So next season they sign someone who takes a punt, like someone who plays like top 4 in the Italian leagues, or top 2, or someone from like Inter. You know what, I'm going to give it a fucking punt down there.
Well, I think Villa have done that by already signing Sanson.
No, I don't think they have, mate. I think Sanson was just like, he's at that level.
Has he had an impact?
From the he was not yet. But he was he was playing Champions League. He was playing against, like, he was in the first team of, I don't know where Marseille are in the French league. Are they?
No, they're like 3rd or 4th.
Oh, yeah,
Van der Beek was a Champions League player, and every time he comes on for us, he's dog shite.
Oh, you finally changed your tune then?
I changed it a couple of weeks ago. Louis can back me on that.
Yeah, mate. So I drilled in, mate. United fans, just what they seem to do, is just follow whatever Goldbridge says. And Goldbridge,
not me.
To me, Goldbridge is good at what he does, but he loves to just talk shit. Like I don't think he actually knows too much about football. He knows a lot about City, and he wanted Van der Beek to do well. So then all the United fans are, oh yeah, he's sick, and he's not. He's really not. But what did Steve call Odegaard the other day?
Luxury
player.
He's one of them.
He was 40 million due to COVID. Fuck it, let's snatch him up.
So realistically, he would cost you 100 million outside of COVID.
The thing I hate about that is, right, Wood would have been like, oh yeah, we'll snatch up Van der Beek for cheap. And then a position we actually needed to fill, he'd be like, oh, we've already spent 40 million.
He signed Van der Beek, so then you didn't have to
sign anyone else.
Start signing players like Grealish, because it's like, oh, we spent 40 million. That means we don't have to spend 120 on Grealish,
Sancho,
because then it's like, oh, we've already given you someone you want. Right?
Yeah.
Sancho
And let's be serious.
Sancho to Man United.
Sancho will never go to United.
No.
It will never happen.
If he did, for 100 and whatever million,
It's a rip-off.
I think he's not fucking that good. Honestly, lads, he's not good. He never tracks back. He plays a German style of football where if he was the number 9, it works.
Yeah.
But he's not. He's a right mid. Like,
Yeah, I think he'd be fucking shite in the Man United squad and in the Prem, regardless.
we've seen him for England. He's not that good. He's got a bit of sauce about him, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, he's okay. He is decent. He is a decent player. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think he's like super high standard. I don't think he's £130 million standard.
A better signing for you, one that was in contention at one time and is at Dortmund now, would have been Bellingham.
Yeah.
Yeah, but only so you could build him.
Yeah.
But that fits into Ollie's plan, really. Players like that.
Really, because you've got players like Twan Zebi who's being left out. He's like
True.
a future.
Yeah, true.
Simon Zebi is he's great.
The stats this season though just sum up United's problems, right? We've scored the most goals in the Prem this season and conceded the most.
Right,
so we've got a great or conceded like nearly the most.
Near the most. Yeah.
Same as Brighton or something.
West Brom. Only one conceded more as West Brom.
So it just shows you like we've got a great attacking presence and good on the attack and counter-attacking, but our defence is shocking.
No, it's your midfield is literally a war. It's like, I think your midfield is so good, but there's no trust anywhere else.
Yeah.
They don't trust the defence. That's why they have to play 2 CDMs. Your strikers don't have any fucking feet about them. You got Cavani. He's just slow, but
he does track back though.
He doesn't touch the ball because he's that sort of striker.
Yeah.
He doesn't have. He has zero possession, but he'll have
unless he's scoring.
He'll have 6 shots a game,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll score 1. But like, that's fine. But then change the way you play football.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be playing 3 up front, especially when they're all 3 strikers trying to play them out on wings.
I hate that. That's what I hate. Too selfish.
What you need is something to change in the defence, which allows McTominay to be played in a box-to-box role rather than a holding role, because McTominay in a box-to-box role, and that's it, you're sorted, because he is fucking class.
Do you know how to fix that? Play Bailly instead of Lindelof.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you see the way Maguire played with Bailly in the Europa League? This is another video. I got carried away. Next game, Fulham Sheffield.
Yeah, that's better.
Relegation battle.
This is another relegation thing, like, but it's just going to be like hardly any goals. I don't think.
I put 2-1 Fulham.
So did I.
And Sheffield.
What did I write?
You went 2-1 Fulham.
Yeah.
Oh, so me,
So-
Aaron, and Louis went 2-1 Fulham.
And I've gone 2-1 Sheffield.
You like to be different, don't you, Benny?
It could go either way. They're both fighting, as we've said. So, like, it's just who wants it more on the day.
To be honest, lads, realistically, it's 0-0 because neither of them can score. It's just like,
True, yeah, it'd probably be a 0-0.
Goldrick and Sharp. Jesus Christ! Like, you see better strikers on Sunday League. Just like how you're trusting your future in Premier League football in these two, and then Fulham don't have any strikers. They've just signed Madja on loan. They're playing Lookman out of position, so it's like
Yeah.
That's why I put Fulham win, because Madja, I reckon he'll bag 1
2
or
the
2.
other night, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you got
reckon
2 the other night.
Gets Everton.
he's going to be a threat against the Sheffield, who don't look as good as what they did, defensively last
That
season.
defensive line can struggle with someone like Madja.
Yeah. That's why I put what I did. Right.
Yeah, that's where Madja will do bits against shit teams.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. So the first game on Sunday, West Ham Spurs. Louis, what you reckon?
It's always a tough game against Spurs, but them out of form, us in form. I wrote 3-0, but that's just me.
Antonio might be back.
Antonio can make some serious fucking trouble for that Spurs defense, but like, who knows, mate? Who knows what Antonio turns up, because he's you never trust what knees he's bringing out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's a tough game against Spurs. But due to form, I'm going to say West Ham anyway. That's a non-biased thing. But for me, it's a close game, non-biased. But I'll vote 3-0.
I have gone 1-1.
As what you put?
I put 2-2 because West Ham are in form. So my heart was telling me West Ham win, but my head's like Spurs are still a good team. So 2-2.
Game Spurs.
Yeah. 2-2. That's why I put draw.
I'm waiting for West Ham's dip in form.
I think where Spurs will be very dangerous is from set pieces.
Yeah.
So you've got all that massive defense, but then will be, and then Souček, he's such an aerial threat. It's dangerous. But then it's like
there's just West Ham players. You could literally just put the West Ham team if you were just doing a team of underrated. I've said this in the worst way possible. If you were going position by position and going most underrated player, you could put the whole West Ham team in.
I don't think Souček makes that team anymore because I've watched TikTok. He's in every single one of those.
Yeah, he is rated. He is highly sought.
Yeah, he is. But remember, he was only £4 million.
I like Bowen as well. Is it Bowen?
No, I reckon if you were to sell him now,
yeah, I
reckon if you were to sell him now, a Premier League club would take him 50 mil.
50 mil. But where Spurs will probably cause trouble for West Ham is the break. They haven't got.
Yeah, I think Son and Kane will be able to play.
Yeah, but
more.
Kane's slow, so I think that doesn't work. But I think Son could run wild.
Yeah, run wild and then provide Kane
if they play more of a 2 up front rather than the 2 wingers and then Kane up on his own. If they let Son have that free form role, like the Grealish kind of role, he could cause some serious trouble for West Ham because of the speed.
Yeah. I put 2-1 Spurs.
Do you think we could see Bale?
Yeah.
He was class.
I reckon so.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. And do you think Mourinho might think he was good the other night?
Because haven't they been having a bit of trouble, Mourinho and Bale?
Yeah. Well, Bale doesn't like
authority.
He told what to do. Yeah.
Right. He strikes me as that sort of person. To be fair.
When he was with Harry, Harry's like, "Oh, do what you want, mate." So he does, and he was class. And then he was class at Madrid until Zidane come along.
Yeah.
Zidane was very strict, and it's well then don't fucking play me. And then Mourinho's very strict. They don't get on. But yeah, if he does play with Son and Bale behind Kane, and then Kane can play that number 10 more, like he likes to do. Bale and Son running wild, there could be a goal fest there.
Did Ali play the other night?
Yeah, he did.
He came on.
He got an assist.
He started, I'm pretty sure.
Something, didn't he?
Because he was kicking off at Son for having that shot when he could have passed to him.
Oh, that's what pissed him off with Ali. Ali, you fucking class, mate. Stop doing this stupid shit. Go play for Wolves, bruv. And
Ali got 78 minutes. He started and got taken off in the 78th minute.
Go play for Wolves. You'll get an England squad if you go play for someone like that.
Yeah.
You're too creative-minded, and he's obviously a knobhead as well.
He looks it.
Yeah, he is.
About him when he was at Milton Keynes.
You saw from the documentary he can be a bit of a knobhead as well.
So there's a story about him when he was at Milton Keynes, and someone tackled him from the other team, and then when he got up, he was like, "Do you know who I am?" And they're like, "Yeah, you're Dele Alli. You play for Milton Keynes, mate." He's like, "Yeah, but next season, watch me. I'll be playing for England. Season after that, I'll be playing for Spurs. I'll be on 200 grand a week. What are you on now?" And they'll be like, "2 grand a week." So times that by 100. That's what I'm going to be on next year.
I mean, he got it right.
He did get it right, but it's just like
it's the arrogance of the prick.
Milton Keynes, bruv. There was no set. There was no confirmation he was going to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he goes to a club he won't fit in the Villa way, but Everton, he'd be class.
Yeah, well, that's what
Steve's just put as an Everton signing.
So hello, Nick. But yeah, no, Steve. Yeah, Steve put Dele Alli's got Everton signing written all over him, which I completely agree.
Or when he's if he goes to PSG,
he'll do bits.
God, there's no way he won't be French League Player of the Year, like contender.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he'll do bits.
Creativity in centre mid, fucking hell.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd drop. He would like. I'm not saying Everton's a bad level, but I think he's got too much of an ego to drop to Everton.
Yeah. So I think that's why he'd go to PSG because they're champion level.
Yeah, and Poch is going to want him.
Yeah.
I think they got on. So.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Poch is his sort of manager as well. Poch is very calm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So next game is Leicester Villa. Benny.
Big game.
I've gone for a Villa win. It could be hard. I'm not sure. I don't know what to say. Obviously, Leicester have played in the week.
They didn't try. They didn't push 100%.
Villa have had a bit.
The last few games, it just depends what Leicester turns up because we've seen them a bit shaky in some of the games they've had recently.
Same with Villa though. It's the same with Villa.
Yeah, it's a very hard game to call, I think, because both teams are proper in form, but I think Leicester are just more in form.
Or goal fest.
Yeah.
And it's a bit of a Midlands derby. It's just going to be what whoever wants it. Really, it's hard to call.
That Leicester front three is too dangerous against players like Mings.
Yeah.
It depends what happens as well with Cash.
We've got Cash. Who's going to play instead of Cash?
El Amadi.
Yeah. Not good enough.
But I was talking to this with my dad, and I was saying what I would do is I would drop to a 3 at the back, and then you can put you could put 5 in the midfield. So you could put Samson, you could put Grealish, you could still have Douglas Luiz, who can he's a good defender.
You can track back, yeah.
Yeah. So that's he won't. Dean Smith won't do it though. He's a very much a one up front, a 4 back, very English way.
But if you did drop 3 at the back, that means you've got to drop Target as well. You've got to have 3 centre backs.
Yeah, that's the other issue. We don't actually have 3 centre backs.
Unless you make Target play in the centre back role, but
I don't think he's
playing the left centre back role, but he likes getting forward like the others.
Who are your centre backs
all
altogether? Who are all your centre backs? Mings,
Conser,
House.
That's 3.
Who's out?
Solid.
Yeah, he's injured.
Ah.
Oh.
He's out until March.
Douglas Luiz can play there for me though. I'd put Douglas Luiz there.
Yeah.
And then I'd play Target out on the wing, but then he'd play a Trent role, always be back.
Yeah.
For them.
We've got Bjorn Engels, but I don't know what's happened to him.
It sounds like a fucking house DJ.
He played last season, I think. Did he? Did I make that up? I might have made that up.
You're the Villa fan, mate.
Yeah, I know. But he's just disappeared, and no one said anything about him, where he's gone or what's happened. So, other than that, there's the youngsters that played against Liverpool.
You don't play them in a game like this.
I think you're fucked, Benny.
No, I know.
Benny, I think you're fucked.
I disagreed with my prediction. I went controversial. I went 2-0 Villa because they like a clean sheet, but it is Leicester. So
Martinez is a fucking baller.
Yeah, exactly. But it just depends what Leicester arrive. If Leicester arrive and they're dangerous, then. But 2-0 Villa is what I put.
Yeah, Martinez is your saving grace there, Benny. I think.
Yeah.
What did I write? I wrote 3-1 Leicester.
I can look for you. You put 3-1 Leicester. I put 2-0 Leicester.
What did I put? I put 2-1, I think.
Ollie Watkins is in form. We've got Grealish. You can never not write that Villa off for a goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard one to call.
Ogazi can stick one in.
Yeah,
he hasn't been playing though, is he?
He is very dependent on which one doturns up though.
Traore's been playing over him, isn't he?
Yeah, but Traore doesn't track back enough. He's not, which is a reason I think Matt Cash has looked really good because he is making up for the Traore not getting back and having to actually make the tackles. And
maybe El Ghazi is a better choice to play then.
I think Carl said this. That Traore is just Villa's answer to Dan James.
Yeah, I agree. He's got pace and a bit of flair, but he's not an actual
fucking running.
Yeah.
So I think Dan James would be pretty good at a team like Villa.
He'd be class.
Not. I don't know.
Charlie's just put 1-1 in the chat, which I think's very, very reasonable score.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Next game, Arsenal City. I love this weekend of football.
City walk it.
City
I put 3-1 City.
So did I.
3-1 City.
But 3-1 City.
What did I write? 4-0. 3-0, 4-0.
I put 4-0.
I put 2-1 City.
Chambers fucking put 2-1 Arsenal.
Never know.
Fucking hell.
You never know.
Yeah, but City are guaranteed point. You know what I mean? The way we play our games is if you go City, everyone's getting a point. But if you don't go City, everyone's getting a point and you're not.
Yeah.
So
unless a freak result and then you're the only one that comes away with a point.
Yeah, but then that's a freak. You know what I mean? But like City are just too good. Arsenal aren't good at all this season. I think they're doing well to be in 10th, to be honest.
Yeah, they could be 11th by the time this game starts.
If Leeds win, they go 11th, don't they?
Kicking off now.
So that means they are 11th as it stands with the point.
Yeah.
I'm not writing Arsenal.
Huh?
I don't know what that is. That's Jack. I don't know what he's.
I can't see the chat, boys.
Heading down to Tickliff Sheds.
I can't hear. Everyone's talking over each other.
Yeah, I don't think you can write Arsenal off because, especially because Aubameyang was firing last week.
Yeah, but then they played in the week.
No way they're beating this City team.
So did City. I didn't say they're beating them, but that's why I only put 2-1. 2-1 City is what I put.
But they played a full team in the week.
Mm.
And they're going to play a second side against City, or they're going to play the same team but be tired.
Yeah.
City have also got a game this midweek coming, so do they rest some of their players even though it's Arsenal? What are you going to see?
But then if they drop Foden, they replace him with Riyad Mahrez.
Yeah.
The depth is incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. But you might not see their strongest 11 purely because
backup for Arsenal, you've got to replace him with fucking
Willian.
Yeah.
Pepe can play out there.
Or Pepe, yeah, to be fair.
But yeah, no, I get what you mean. But you might not see the full strength City squad because they might take the foot off the gas ever so slightly in the league because they're pretty, Yeah, exactly. And they want to progress in the Champions League.
City don't. If they don't need to score, they don't. If they don't want to, they don't score. Like, they literally play what they want. They play.
That's why I put 2-1. So I reckon they'll go 2 up and then just sort of take the foot off the gas a little bit.
Nah, they'll go at least 3 because that's a cushion then.
Or they do go just 2 and then they concede very late.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why.
The reason why I put 2-1. I think Arsenal would put pressure on.
But Arsenal have looked better since that fuck up at Wolves.
Yeah.
It's like they've all kind of woken up.
Semedo hasn't been out since the start of the year, by the way, because I remember he played in that game against Arsenal.
He has played, but he's been out for a little while. Unless I'm getting him confused with.
He definitely hasn't played much, honestly, lads. I think he's been in and out.
He was definitely in that Arsenal game. Steve, Guardiola confirmed
it was going to be a different centre-back partnership against Arsenal in a press conference the other day.
Read it out loud. There's a chat.
What?
What's the chat say?
He was just reading it out.
Oh, I couldn't hear it.
Oh.
You could talking over each other, and I'm like, who am I fucking listening to?
We both started it, and then I let Aaron finish.
What does it say?
It said Guardiola confirmed it would be a different centre-back partnership against Arsenal in a press conference the other day for rotation reasons.
Oh, so instead of Stones and Diaz, it'll be Stones and Laporte.
Quite possibly, yeah.
Or Laporte and Fernandinho. It's like...
It's still not bad, is it?
No, it's not bad at all. Yeah, I'd pay good money to have their depth. I think most teams would, if I'm being honest.
You should have their depth. As the champions, you should have that depth.
I agree. I completely agree.
I think we all agree there's no excuse for Liverpool's season now.
No.
Like, you can't say we haven't got enough depth or we haven't got enough coverage, because that's the champions need depth. Like, that's.
Yeah, but there is also a little bit of bad luck with it. I mean, all of their centre backs are injured.
Thing is, off the back
of
of winning the Champions League and the
Premier League
and the Prem, we should have used that to get some big signings in.
Yeah, and
to bolster our ranks. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
to get that depth.
You have done that with people like Nat Phillips and Thingy Williams, but then there's no trust in them, so it's fucking pointless. Like, it's pointless them being there if both of your star centre backs go, and then it's like, we then play our CDMs out of position in that position. Nat Phillips and Reece Williams are we'll get a game this week, and then they're not even on the bench.
Yeah.
I rate Nat Phillips.
Yeah, well, he's played twice this season, both against West
Ham. But he's looked good
yeah.
Anyway, next game, boys, is Man United Newcastle.
Man United should
win. What do you reckon, Cal?
I put 3-1 to United.
What did I put? I think everyone's put United win.
I went with 3-0. I don't see Newcastle. I don't see Newcastle scoring.
The only reason I see Newcastle scoring is United love to concede a goal.
That's the only reason I'll put a 1 on the end of every game like this for the other team.
And they'll concede first. And it's like then they'll have
to... we'll concede first.
I reckon Almiron bags a goal.
I like him.
Yeah.
So Maximan, is he fit?
No, it'll be Willock. Willock will score.
I think he's fit. He played the other week, didn't he?
Who?
Yeah, but who? St. Maximin.
St. Maximin. Yeah, he was fit against... who is it? They played Southampton. I can't remember if he played the next against Chelsea.
He was out for injury, then had COVID, and he had it bad, didn't he? And he played 10 minutes against Arsenal, I think it was, and then was out.
If anyone cares, Watford have just gone 1-0 up against Derby in 20 minutes.
Well, it could mean Watford are coming up. But Steve put very hard to buy a top class centre back when you've already got such a strong established pair already. Nobody top class wants to be a rotation option.
You've got all the money in the world. People will sit on the bench for fucking 150 grand a week.
The only reason I disagree with that is because City do it. City, they've got the depth.
Laporte sits on the bench.
That's the only reason I disagree with that, Steve.
Like, it's not hard, because if you buy a fucking class centre back, look at what United did with Luke Shaw. They brought a class left back. He's now having the season of his life because he's fighting for his spot now.
Yeah.
Like, if you buy a class centre back, these boys aren't dropping anything. Like, they're working hard.
That's why I'd like to buy another right back as well. Spur Wan-Bissaka on.
Yeah, you need one because Wan-Bissaka's useless.
Can be good.
Have you seen the rumours of they want Mings? United want Mings. Have you seen that?
Wow. Fuck.
Charlie put
Charlie
put Newcastle will win 1-0. You heard it here, boys. Probably.
And Nick said, up the Watford, I care about Watford, Louis. That was rude. They're 2-0 up now.
Is it 2-0 already?
Yeah.
How long has it been playing? Since
it's actually a hammer.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
And you fucking should hate Watford.
I think he's just trolling, to be quite funny.
Then the last game on Sunday is Brighton Crystal Palace.
Good game. I like
Brighton. Brighton are going to win that.
Brighton. I put 2-0 Brighton.
Yeah. Crystal Palace have an injury list longer than anyone else.
That's on Monday.
Oh, Monday, sorry. It's just the way we've wrote it.
Is Zaha back? I don't think he is back.
Well, he could be. But then this week he has handed his transfer notice in. So
yeah,
when he does come back, he won't care.
Where do you think he'll go?
City.
Yeah. City need him.
Really?
Yeah, well that's his favourite to go there. 4 to 5.
Crystal Palace will be again with Wilfried Zaha. He's not going to be fit for this weekend.
Who's Jack Collins?
He's I know.
Ex West Ham centre back.
My favourite Brighton player is RuPaul.
That's James Collins.
Yeah.
He's just a big old troll and he loves PSG.
What was I going to say? Also, have you seen Zaha? he has said he will not be taking the knee anymore.
All of Brentford. Yeah. Brentford aren't going to do it now.
Yeah, Brentford aren't. Zaha's not. Ivan Toney has said that it's being used as like a puppet. Like players are being.
I think the FA.
I can't remember.
FA are keeping it to hide that they're not doing anything else about it.
Yeah,
that's what they use it for. It's just shield. Because every week, especially United players, they're getting it terrible, and the FA and FIFA aren't doing fuck all about it. But then they'll make the commentators say against hate.
Have you seen Martial's wife was getting messages from people like threatening her and threatening their kid? Saw that the other day.
We live in a country where a lot of people know where a lot of people live, and it's like, sort this out. Like social media, if you say a certain words on Facebook, if you say fucking if you say codeine on Facebook, you can get banned. Like there's trigger words, but as soon as it's a racist word, it's not triggered.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's bad. That
it's like I can't ask someone for tramadol on Facebook, but I can say the N-word quite freely. Not that I will. Right, let's get that clear.
I think they have. I saw today they've started banning accounts that have been.
But they shouldn't get this far. It should be trigger words. As soon as it happens, bang. Like,
yeah, you know how to post it.
But like they're just saying, "Oh, we do our best." You're not doing your best because someone has to report it first, and then you investigate it, and then you do the action. Rather than
Twitter came out about an hour ago, and they said they will not stop people like being able to make anonymous accounts.
Yeah.
So it's just going to keep going.
Because of the free speech thing. But,
in regards to this game we're on about, Charlie said, honestly, could see another draw, either 0-0 or maybe 1-1. He's not far off.
I think Brighton are fucking class.
I think
Brighton are doing amazing now.
Really exciting to watch. And Zaha.
Sorry,
I meant that's all they have.
2 hours ago as well, Bournemouth have reported they're going to stop taking a knee as well. I
think it's slowly going to just drain out now.
All teams do it, and then the FA have to do something, man. It's fucking, it's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think go on, Benny.
Oh, I was just going to say Willian got some bad, like from last night as well.
So a comedian said something, and he used that as a joke. But a comedian said something about how it used to be kick racism out of football, right? That was the slogan. So it's like, it's not for here. And now it's no room for racism. So it's like, if we had room, you can but we haven't right now. We've got enough homophobia. So wait for that to disappear, then you can come back in.
Nick's just coming with, it's time to
go.
You're supporting another racist there, mate. So.
I don't think he's. I think I thought Zaha was back, so I put 2-1 Palace. I'm going to lift her a
save. What a save!
Well,
sorry.
It, mate. Update what's going on.
Neto outside the box, left foot, top left corner, whatever his name is, gets fingertips to it.
Nice.
Gets fingertips. Oh.
How is no one talking about how Neto is Young Player of the Year? Like,
how old is he?
About 19, 20, 21.
I thought he was older than that.
Might be 20.
I'm quite good with footballers' age.
He's been playing some fucking ball as well, you know what I mean?
I reckon he's like 24, Neto.
I still class a young player.
# no room at the end for racism.
Who's that?
Steve.
Also, something that we spoke about the other day was that kid at Peterborough, 19 years old, has been forced to retire.
Yeah, for a head injury.
Yeah.
It's bad, that, isn't it?
What?
19.
Yeah, should there be something that changes in football with like younger age?
I think there needs to be unionising because they finally got into it at the NFL, but it's never going to happen in in soccer, should I say, because it's not a known head injury issue all the time. But you know what I mean? It took fucking NFL hundreds of years to sort it out, but I'm not gonna do anything about it.
What are these messages coming through?
What have they said?
We've had the classic old age question: do you shit sitting down or standing up? Standing up every day.
Wait, what? How is that a question?
It was a.
Do people stand up?
No, well, this is the debate we had because I saw it on some sort of post. I was like, hang on, there's people that stand up to like wipe or like, and we had this massive debate, and we found out there, like, one guy in the group that I speak with most days, he wipes standing up.
Fuck off, mate. He's sus as fuck. He kills people for a living. Like. But
yeah, like apparently this is a thing. Apparently. It's more common than you think, apparently. But
I wipe standing up.
Back to top wins football.
I wipe standing up.
Fuck off, Cal.
I do.
We were just talking about a 19-year-old kid who's probably put so much time into football and has been forced to retire, and then it's just got into do you shit standing up or sitting down?
Yeah, welcome back to top wins football.
How do you wipe sitting down? How is that a thing?
What do you mean?
I've wiped standing up my whole life.
I believe. See you later, lads.
My whole life.
Right.
I thought it was just normal. Oh well.
Shut up.
But I put 2-1 Palace for that one. I don't know why.
Someone video clip Cal doing that, please. Oh, he's actually gone. He's actually gone.
Here he comes.
Hello, Louis. What did everyone else put for this game?
I can't even remember what game we're talking about now.
Brighton Palace.
Brighton.
I put 2-0 Brighton.
I put 2-0 Brighton.
See, I think I'm either going to be the only one that doesn't get points or the only one that gets points. So.
Would you put a Palace win?
Right.
Yeah, 2-1 Palace.
Can't see Brighton losing.
I don't know anyone else in the chat. So.
Yeah, I think most people want the Brighton win.
And then Monday's game, is it the Leeds Southampton?
No, that was Monday's game.
No, that's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
That's double game week.
So we can talk about Leeds Southampton on Monday.
Yeah.
When we're live.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anything else football-wise, boys?
Football this week.
Thierry Henry.
Yeah.
Could be becoming Bournemouth manager.
That's weird, that. I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Odd on.
Can Escobar. You guys should play Kiss or Dare. Lol joke. Or maybe if you want to. Who is this guy?
It's Jack. He's just trolling.
I don't care. He's getting our views up.
Yeah.
Keep writing in the chat, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, share
Louis,
a couple
where's
of
your
times, you can
brother?
troll as much as you want.
I don't know.
Yeah, we haven't seen Alex in a while.
In the Bundesliga at the minute, Arminia Bielefeld, who drew 3-3 with Bayern the other day, losing 1-3. Yeah, but Bayern were always going to come back with that. But yeah, they're now losing at home to Wolfsburg.
Didn't they? We didn't talk about them in UEFA.
No, they didn't play.
Wolfsberger played.
Yeah, there's two.
Played against Tottenham.
One's in the Austrian league, I think, and this one's obviously in the Bundesliga.
Yeah. So Thierry Henry. Bournemouth have got in contact with Montreal to see his availability.
He is odds-on favourite, and they rarely get these things wrong.
Klopp is still manager of.
Yeah, no, not
Liverpool.
that. I mean, like, if there's a big gap between someone taking over, it's normally right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would be his number 2 though?
Imagine that going into Bournemouth and seeing a fucking Henry walking around.
Jonathan Woodgate won't be his number 2, surely.
I don't know.
Because he was rumoured to go to Villa that one time. Sorry, I moved again. My camera just. He was rumoured to go to Villa and then went to Monaco instead.
That's correct. Yeah. And the Belgian.
And then, and then he did awful at Monaco, and he was number 2 under Roberto Martinez, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know how. Is he doing well with Montreal?
Probably not, but no one cares over there.
No.
They still take penalties from halfway line.
Jack's put in England's chances in the next tourney.
Favourites or top 3.
Yeah,
I reckon we'll do well.
After France and Germany, I think we're. Oh no, France and
Belgium.
Well, yeah.
Portugal
I think
looking tasty as well.
With the depth in our squad, we've got more chance now than we've had.
But the Euros, I think the Euros is harder to win than the World Cup because it's so confined and it's like everyone has to play that same level of football. Whereas the World Cup, it's like you get in your group, you'll have South Korea or American Samoa in your group. Whereas like here, it's like your group will be Belgium, Poland, fucking Croatia, Czech Republic. They all got ballers. All of them.
Yeah.
Even if it's like 2 or 3, they've all got them.
Yeah.
Whereas in the World Cup, you'll play New Zealand, who have their star strikers a banker. So.
I mean, who have we got in our group? We've got Croatia, Scotland, and Czech Republic. So Croatia are a hard team. Scotland, hard team.
Scotland ballers and Czech Republic ballers.
Yeah. So it's
we
not
should
wrong.
do it though.
We should win that group.
I think it'll be us and Croatia going through it.
We get to
So I just looked up how well. I just looked up how well Montreal did. Can anyone explain the MLS to me, please?
Yeah, go on.
I'm asking, someone, because honestly,
there's no winner of the league, so you then go into playoffs, and only the bottom 2 don't make the playoffs. And then, so you could come. Say there's 20 teams in the league, you could come 18th. No, there's 18 teams in the league. You come 16th and still be the league champions, because then you go first place 16th, second place 15th, like all the way. And then so
that's fucking pointless, isn't it?
You could win the league after not winning. You could win 2 games and come 16th, and then win the whole division.
Ben, Jack had a simpler answer for you. Americans playing football, that's the MLS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But Montreal didn't make it past the playoffs. So
they didn't make it to the playoffs.
No, they made it to the playoffs. They didn't go past the playoffs.
So they couldn't go past the first round. But they could have come first. Or they could have come 16th. Like,
yeah.
They're probably
it
not
just
coming
makes no
first
sense.
because LA Galaxy are like their best team. They got some ballers there.
Toronto.
And then who does Carlos Vela play for?
Montreal came 9th.
Okay.
So
they would have went out to someone a lot lower than them. But yeah, they make up rules, mate. They like during the first pandemic, they made up like a whole new tournament so like they could play football. There's like 8 aside, and only play on a 3/4 length pitch. So, just play football. Honestly, they still do the fucking American halfway pens in tournaments. If there's a
oh my god, I didn't realise there's 2. There's an East and West MLS.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
It's like basketball. Exactly, they do it exactly the same as basketball. Yeah, they do not. In basketball, it's East, West, South, and Conference. But like in MLS, it's just East and West.
Well, Columbus won, and they came 3rd in the league.
Columbus Crew.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I've got an Orlando Pirates jersey.
it's so confused. LA Galaxy finished 10th.
Really?
Yeah.
If in MLS, if you concede a penalty, it's taken like a proper penalty. But if it goes to a penalty shootout, it starts at the halfway line like a hockey goal.
Oh.
On and one with the keeper. Do you remember that one we watched, Benny, when like proper controversy happened?
Yes. Yeah.
And the keeper got sent off. And then
that was it was Nani, wasn't it?
Yeah. The keeper got sent off during the penalty shootout, and then they made a sub, which you're not allowed to do. They brought another keeper on, so then the refs allowed it, and then after they took a penalty, he's gone, oh no, you can't do that. And then they brought him off, and then
made a player go in goal.
Yeah.
And he's then saved 2 penalties, I think.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to be in your box as soon as they touch the ball on the halfway line, there's no such thing as handball as well. So it's just, you can just like run out your box like, and then like catch the ball at fucking God knows wherever you want. But they do that in hockey. They took all their rules from different games and just gone, that'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack said, I'd imagine it's like the NBA. Out of the 32 or West or East teams, there's 8 seeds for each conference, East and West. So yeah, and I think it does because so last year, LAFC, which is where Carlos Vela plays for, they finished 7th in the Western Conference, overall 12th, and the playoffs first round. So yeah, they made it first round of the playoffs, and it's weird. It's weird, but it's just how the Americans do it in all their sports.
Any more big football news? I'm not reading that out.
Yeah. Let's ignore that one.
I'll read it out. I'm going to find it.
No, you won't.
No.
I'm
quite sad that's on screen the whole time we're talking.
I can't see it. Read it out.
He goes, you lads watch the Katie Price, Harvey and me.
No.
No, you see what we mean now?
Some good laughs, but it gets boring early in.
Oh, why did you read it? We said don't.
No, Louis said do.
Aaron's the new Claude.
Shut up. Also, I've just looked in the French league. PSG aren't actually running away with it this year.
No, because that's where they sacked Tuchel, wasn't it?
Yeah. They've still got a game in hand on... Well, they've got a game in hand on Lyon, who are playing at the moment. Sat up on 55 points, and PSG and Lille, both on 25 games, are sat second and third with 55 and 54 points respectively.
Yeah, but PSG will run away with it if they don't drop them.
In the end, yeah.
Leeds Wolves still 0-0.
They are indeed.
Still 0-0. Watford still 2-0 up.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Right, anyway, thanks everyone for watching Top Bins.
We're going to end that.
We're going to end it here today.
I feel bad for her, though. He's built like
No,
Brock Lesnar and to tell for a Justin Bieber.
Right. Has anyone got anything football related they want to talk about or want us to talk about?
If Harvey Price was a football player, what team would he fit into?
Right, everyone, thank you for watching.
Watford, because he's literally the spitting image of Deeney.
He does look like Deeney.
Christ's sake. Good night, everyone.
He
Thanks
looks
for
like
watching.
Deeney if he stayed in
We'll be live tomorrow. We'll be live tomorrow. Liverpool,
UFC,
Everton.
WWE or the Premier League. Yeah, thanks everybody.
Yeah, we'll be live tomorrow with the Liverpool Everton game, 5:30. See you then.
Take care.